Yo, champs in the making, it's your boy Starmeistr and Luap, aka the Pichu Bros, and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Chronicles review series. Today, we'll be reviewing episode 12, A Date with Delcatty. The episode originally aired on September 2nd, 2003 in Japan and on August 5th, 2006 in the US. So, with all that out of the way, let's get started on the recap. The episode begins in Cerulean Gym, where gym leader Misty is just doing her everyday job of feeding her Pokemon. And the first thing that came to our minds was, how does Starmie even eat its foods? Anyways, we then see Psyduck being cute as always as he tries to scuff it like there's no tomorrow, which gives him a different type of headache. Out of nowhere, Daisy arrives from a very hectic day of shopping. She also explains that Violet and Lily are currently busy being beautiful and won't be back till next week. And since Misty now permanently runs the gym, Daisy says that they can finally devote all their time as actress models. In another scene, we see Cassidy and Bleach in a restaurant as they are listening to orders given by Dr. Namba. Their task is to steal a Delcatty of all Pokemon from a young boy in the vicinity of Cerulean City. We then see another character make her appearance in Pokemon Chronicles. It's Casey. She's in Cerulean City to watch the baseball match between the Electabuzz team and the Starmie team, but she doesn't have tickets to enter the stadium. But let's be honest, we all know that the Starmie team is gonna sweep this game. And look, Tracy is here as well. Tracy is here to bring Misty some Pokemon food as per orders of Professor Oak because he wants to... Not long after, Casey arrives at the gym and she has a quick reunion with Misty. She tells her that she's hoping to get some tickets for the baseball game and then starts chanting the Electabuzz theme song. So Misty was like, "Okay, that's enough, say hello to my friend Tracy." Then, we get a very similar scene to the Sakura episode where Casey asks Misty if Tracy is her boyfriend. But Misty again denies it, but this time she's blushing. The gang then enters the gym arena since Casey is dying to see how it looks like. And suddenly, a Pelipper comes flying in, delivering a letter. The letter is for Misty, which says,
"Dear Misty, I will wait for you at the lighthouse. Meet me at 2 o'clock and don't be late. Georgio."
Casey presumes that this person might be one of those trainers that lost to Misty and wants to take revenge on her. So Misty asks Tracy to come with her to the lighthouse to see what this is all about. But Daisy was like, "Oh, Misty, aren't you gonna clean the pool? Cause we're like using it for a photo shoot." So Misty was like, "Then why don't you do it yourself, Daisy?" But of course, Daisy doesn't want to do it and asks Tracy to clean the pool instead. This leads Casey to offer that she would go with Misty to the lighthouse in place of Tracy. Poor Tracy is obviously hesitant, but he doesn't have any other choice.
Sometimes I wonder if it really does pay to be the nice guy.
So at the lighthouse, Misty and Casey come across a tall, muscular guy whom they think was the one who sent the letter. But it's just a random dude.
Then from a distance we can hear another guy casually saying hello. Casey immediately interrogates him about the letter and scolds him for wanting to take revenge on Misty for a Pokemon battle. But Misty calms Casey down and says that she's never met this guy before. The guy then admits that he was the one who sent Misty the letter because he wants to ask her out on a date, and this frightens Misty. She rejects his offer, but the guy's like, "You're the most beautiful girl in the world." Then Casey teases Misty like, "You're not that type to fall for that mushy stuff, are you?" And Psyduck comes out of the Pokeball and teases Misty even more. This angers Misty in embarrassment, but Georgio also reveals that he's got 2 Primo Eat Seat tickets for tonight's Starmie Electabuzz game, which gets Casey super excited. Giorgio then challenges Misty to a battle. He makes a deal that if Misty wins, he'll go away, but if he wins, she comes to him to the ball game. And the more I listen to Giorgio talk, the more I realize that his voice sounds super familiar.
Misty? I've got 2 Primo Eat Seats for tonight's Starmie's Electabuzz game at Cerulean Stadium. I mean, I don't know if you...
So, we've got a little problem here, eh? No sweat. I'd be happy to help you all out. Hey, guys. Nice to meet you.
That's right, Giorgio's English voice actor is also the voice actor of the best boy, Harrison. Anyways, Misty accepts the deal, and they start the battle with Misty sending out Corsola and Giorgio sending out Delcatty. But just as soon as Delcatty is about to attack, something from above snatches it, and of course it's Bleep and Cassidy behind the crime. After reciting their iconic motto, Team Rocket flies away on their paragliders. But Georgio is quick on his feet and sends out his Pelipper to crash Team Rocket, We initially thought that it was the Gotcha Pelipper that sent Misty the mail, but turns out that it's actually Georgio's Pelipper. The gang catches up to the now injured Ditch and Cassidy, but they still have enough left in the tank to battle. We again get to see their Mightyena and Sableye, but Casey's Meganium and Misty's Corsola work together to finish off Team Rocket, with Corsola managing to hit the ghost type with a bunch of tackles, and Meganium body slamming the Mightyena in a similar fashion as to how Bayleaf body slammed Harrison Houndoom. Finally, Meganium unleashes the Solar Beam and blasts Team Rocket off for the bajillionth time in Pokemon Chronicles. Delcatty is finally saved and resumes its battle with Corsola. Delcatty looks to be in the upper hand for a while, even landing a direct hit with Ice Beam, but we all know how Recover is broken in the anime, and this gives Corsola the energy it needed to finish off Delcatty with Tackle. Misty is declared the winner, which means no day for Georgio. Casey wastes no time and immediately asks Georgio to sell him one of the tickets, but Georgio has a different idea and says that if Casey beats him in a battle, then he's gonna give him a ticket. She agrees and sends out her Elekid, while Georgio uses Delcatty again. It was a super fast battle, but it was Delcatty who emerged victorious. Casey is sad that she's not going to be able to watch the baseball game, but Georgio gives her the ticket anyway as thanks for helping him save Delcatty from Team Rocket earlier. So basically, Casey ends up being Georgio's date to the baseball game, and they go inside the stadium chanting the Electabuzz anthem together in a super cute fashion. Back at the gym, Tracy reveals that he's did some minor repairs into the gym, and Daisy says that he's letting Tracy take her out on a date as thanks for the help. Having no date, Misty spends the rest of her night with Togepi as she reflects on her job as a gym leader. She says that it might not be as glamorous as being an actress model, but she enjoys her job nonetheless and further solidifies her dream of becoming the best gym leader she can be. And now for our ratings and reviews.
If I were to describe this episode with one word, I would say that it's fun. The thing that a date with Delcatty excels at is its entertaining dialogue. They basically chose a perfect group of characters to deliver a very comedic episode. Casey was the main source of energy, Georgio was super nice and wholesome, Daisy was overloaded with sassiness, Tracy gave us some funny one-liners, Butch and Cassidy were amazing as always, and Misty did an awesome job at binding all the characters together. I liked how this episode references the Johto games where Misty was going on a date at Cerulean Cape. I also liked how at the end, they focused on Misty reflecting on her dream of becoming the best gym leader ever. I thought it was a wholesome and down-to-earth moment for her. Another fun fact is that Georgio doesn't only share the same voice actor as Harrison, but also Lance. And I'm just really happy that two of my favorite characters have this something in common. However, like the Sakura episode, this episode didn't really have a backbone either. It looked like the writers didn't know if they want to focus on Misty's gym leader duties, or Georgio's date, or Butch and Cassidy stealing a Delcatty. Like, for example, previous episodes like Deliber's Dilemma, Showdown at the Oak Corral, and Oaknapped all had a great amount of comedy in them, but with those episodes, we know exactly what the story is. This episode may be super fun, but it kind of felt all over the place. I honestly think that Butch and Cassidy shouldn't have been here, and that they should have just spent more time developing Georgio's character. At least Casey was handled better than Sakura this time. She was basically the one that moves the plot forward multiple times. So with all that being said, I'm giving this episode a rating of 6 out of 10. Plot execution was not so good, but the entertainment value is what saves it.
This was another fun episode featuring 2/3 of the Orange Islands crew. I had a lot of deja vu moments while watching this because they seem to copy so many elements from the Sakura episode. For one, the opening scene of her feeding Horsey and Starmie looked quite familiar, and actually how even is Starmie supposed to eat that? Well, besides that, I also thought that it was extremely similar to when Tracy showed up to the Cerulean gym and came to visit Misty. The subplot of Georgio having a crush on Misty was cute and handled pretty well. Casey was an amazing supporting character. I felt that she was handled much better than Sakura was, and she had great dialogue sprinkled all throughout.
Misty, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Huh? You're not the type to fall for that mushy stuff.
Well...
Or are you?
It's weird that they gave us another Meganium trainer after Vincent, but hey, that is her iconic Pokemon. This episode had a lot more natural dialogue when compared to the previous Misty episode, which definitely was something nice to see. We got a lot of early Hoenn representation as always with Pelipper, Delcatty, and of course Bob and Cassidy's Mightyena and Sableye. Speaking of which, I wish they would have handled their inclusion a little bit better. I felt that they were just throwing this episode to have some sort of antagonistic character, rather than expanding on Georgio's character a bit more. The fact that he's voiced by the same voice actor as Harrison cannot be understated, as that made him instantly more likable to me. It had a cute ending with Casey and Georgio bonding their way to the baseball game, which I truly liked. My rating for this episode is a 6 out of 10. It was better than the last Misty episode, but definitely not better than Cerulean Blues. As much as I enjoyed Brad and Cassidy, I felt had they not been included in this one or had a bigger role, then this rating might have been higher.
So yeah, that was a review and recap for episode 12 of Pokemon Chronicles, A Date with Delcatty. If you enjoyed this video, then I highly suggest you subscribe to both our channels. Links are found in the description below. For the next episode of this review series, that will come out next week on Luap's channel, so you're gonna wanna head over to his channel to check that out. Or, if you want, you can click the playlist that we made and find all the episodes neatly there. Until next time, thanks for watching, and the Pichu Bros will gotta catch ya later.
Whoa! I never knew something could be so beautiful!
Thanks, I get that all the time.
She was talking about the pool.
Hey, Daisy, how's it going?
Oh, busy, busy, busy.